I'm gonna say it's a successful queso. Would have been better with condensed milk, though. Thing is that I figured there'd be more video tutorials of RPG Maker. Should probably open this up as well. Am live, right? I guess so. It's just showed up quite yet. Hi, Kuna. I'm eating some of the queso chorizo I made myself. What you doing today, Nugget? You mean before starting stream or currently? For the stream, I'm hoping to try out this demo of the most recent RPG Maker. And hopefully learn something in the process. Oh yeah, I also learned someone recreated Dragon Quest 1. Someone recreated Dragon Quest 1 in RPG Maker. I think it was the site that would normally host it, RPGmaker.net has been down for several months. Do you know what to do? Because the only thing I've been able to find is like an internet archive of what was on RPGmaker.net. Yeah, oh no, indeed. That is a huge loss for their community. I love the Super Nintendo version. Ooh, look at that. That looks nice. It's an RPG Maker. It looks really good. But the download for it is on RPGmaker.net, which is down. It has been for a while now. More than a little disappointing. Anyway, this looks gorgeous. This looks like a gorgeous, like, fan recreation of Dragon Quest 1. Look, it's even got, like, animated enemies there. Oh, excuse me. Sorry for burping on y'all. Metal slime! Got it! Get the metal slime! It looks so good. I need it. Looks amazing. I wonder which RPG Maker engine this was made in. Anyway, I'm relearning some things. I know for a simple thing is that, oops, don't need a playtest. I needed that. There's nothing to playtest. So I guess it doesn't even boot. Or wait, I guess it does. Yeah, it's just the default. So I'm trying a demo of RPG Maker MZ because I can't afford MZ right now. So once I run out of the demo, I guess I'll figure out how to redo the demo. I think if you edit your registry, something can be done. I'm not sure. Or I just use RPG Maker XP until this goes on sale and I can afford it. Tools, here it is. I was able to add this. But it doesn't loop very well. I need to get a loop for these. Also, obviously, if I ever make a full game, I'm gonna be able to... Whoa! Eclipse? I'm gonna need to be able to make my own music, but, you know... one step at a time. Like, I own RPG Maker XP, so I guess I'll use that one when this runs out. Looped video game music. Let's see. I'm gonna need to be able to find a loop. Really? Oh, there's a loop start and loop end? Really? Maybe I can without getting a specific file. I don't know how this works exactly. Oh, this is for ones with intros. That's fine. Sure. I guess so. But yeah, this is there for now, but it's not looped properly to even be that great. And I'm not seeing a lot of tutorials, actually, for, Or there's like pre-looped versions. I mean, you can download like extended versions, but those files are really large. It would be better if it begins and cuts off at a point where when it loops, it immediately like continues and continues like it does in the Super Nintendo game. I mean, it's something to try, but still. Hey. I'm sorry, I don't know if this can be eaten by you. I know that the dip can't. Ground corn, vegetable oil. The chips have milk in them?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, they contain cheddar cheese.
You contain cheddar cheese.
What? Okay. Starting with the music is not the most important part, of course. So this could work as just, you know, something for now. Also, it has to be converted to OGG Florbus or whatever it's called files. This is just for something for me to listen to while playing this. I'm also gonna like use ripped sprites. Because this is not a commercial project. Not anywhere close to yet. Didn't like the creator, like John Carmack, make like an MS-DOS proof of concept of a platformer on like MS-DOS and originally used Mario as a placeholder? Doesn't just about like everyone, when they first make a platform game, use Mario as a placeholder? These are just placeholders until I can learn how to make something myself. But it would still be nice if they looped properly. I guess I should do what Julie always tells me to do, start with a tutorial. During a tutorial, if you execute a command other than the tutorial indicates, you can go to help, stop the tutorial, to stop the current tutorial and start over. So it's right here. So create a new project rather than the one I'm currently using. So I already made a tutorial. They want me to do it again. My offer was serious. What was your offer? You made an offer? Oh, you said you could help with the music. With looping some? Oh, well, thank you. Can you loop Minoria Cathedral from Chrono Trigger? Like, just cut it off at a point. It doesn't need to be extended. It just needs to be cut off at a point where it will immediately loop to the beginning and not sound strange. If you want to, that'd be great. I mean, at least sound nice as placeholder music. In fact, you can go to Zophar's domain right here and find what you're looking for. Or, yeah.
I told you about that place.
Mm-hmm. You did. I originally tried Cage and Cider, it wasn't there. Or at least it was too hard to find. Apparently, a lot of people on itch.io have like free music anime.
Also, forgive me for this, because I know this is a faux pas.
What?
But if you appreciate the work of Zofar, he streams on Twitch under the name
Really?
Zofar1. You
I
can
had no
go watch
idea.
and support his streams.
Oh, that's cool. I had no idea. The more you know.
The Zofar. It's true.
Legas. Huh. I can't believe this, y'all. Ban Julia. She's talking about other streamers in my chat. That's a faux pas. Banned. Mm. So right side of the screen is the map. Oh, this over here. The upper left is the tile palette. I don't see any tile palettes. There is a tile palette. It'd normally be over here, right? To switch to map mode. Oh, yeah, there's the palettes. Eclipse! You really scared me there. No, she's just trying to run away from Mart. Care to switch to map mode. This is the tile set. And it will be drawn on the map. Now, for a more detailed explanation on the tile sets, click database. Here is tile set, so click it. This is the tile set setting screen. The most important, the mode is important. In field, you can specify the field type or area type. How does that work? I guess deciding if it's a field type means you're deciding if this is gonna have enemy encounters or random encounters. In the map mode, you can draw your map. And in event mode, you can place events. I do remember that from like back when I first started trying RPG Maker. Events can be complicated. There's a lot of stuff you can do with events. I remember as a kid trying to do events, I was like, whoa. Oops. You can zoom in and out on the map, give it a try. That is control. Okay, there we go. Pressing the center wheel of the mouse. Move the mouse to scroll the map when the entire map is not inside the window. Well, it kind of is. to rest the map tree this year. Right click to change the map name. Alright. Next view, please tell us on the map from the tile palette. Map. Oh. Right. Click tile set B. Oh, look at that. Nice rainbow. Nice rainbow. Scroll down and click the town on square 1. This looks like a town. Click to put a town. I mean, that's a portion of a town. Oops. Right click to load a town map. Load sample map. Normal town. Okay. Interesting. Right click to load a cave map. Sample map. Stone cave. Where is that? Sorry if I'm being boring. Julie always tells me, do tutorials. Do your tutorials. Well, this is super basic stuff, but who knows how complicated it's gonna get by the end. I wish there was more. Tried searching it on YouTube and there was only so much, really. I don't see the stone cave. Stone cave. World 1, World 1, blah, 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 blah. Fortress. It's not there. Stone cave. It looks pretty. I like the waterfall. Next, we'll link each map to the field using events so they can be entered and exited freely. I swear I'm not just gonna... I know the music is appropriate. I swear I'm almost done with this cheese dip, but it seems like I've been eating it forever. I'm gonna be eating this, like, all month, I swear. I made a ton of cheese dip. I had like a small bowl I made, but there's so much cheese in the fridge from last night that I'm gonna be eating on it a long time now. Next, we'll link each map to the field using events, so that they can be entered and exited freely. Click map to edit the field map. Eclipse, are you just gonna hang out there? I kinda need to see the TV. Okay, bye. Edit to... edit the field map. Oh. Okay. I don't see... I mean, I guess this one's event, but it said click edit. Let's just click this. Right click the town. Select quick event. Creation transfer. Select location. Click normal town. Click on the entrance of the town on top. Okay. Simple enough. Click normal town from the tree map. Or the map tree. Right click on the entrance of the town on top. This doesn't look like the entrance of the town. Whatever, it's just a tutorial. Click location. Click field map. Click the town. Didn't I already click the town? What the heck? Right, click the created event. The event was over here. Copy. The location seems kind of random. Like, I'm just gonna paste it over here. Click field map. Select quick event creation transfer. Where does it say that? Creation? I'm not seeing it. Do you see where I should be clicking? Linux, find previous shift, generate dungeon, save as image. Click to quick access. Maybe I should go to edit. No? Quick access, but that's not quick event. Is there a way to go back one? Any idea what I did wrong, Inkuna? Yeah, maybe it's quick access tab. I mean this. Oh, it didn't do it. Not in the right click menu. Oh, here! Wait, what? No, that's just the quick access. Well, I know what the quick access is. It's just like, we got so much stuff You need to be in quick access to find it easier. I can try to go further back in the tutorial. Let's try this. Yes. What is it wanting of me? The normal map tree. Oh, it's over here, you mean? Could have been. Select normal town from the map tree. There are 2 ways to move an event. You can set autonomous movement or use the event command. Set movement route. I think this is further than I was last time. Let's set autonomous movement. You know what? I think this is the one I was in. Maybe it was still in map basics. Thanks, I didn't make this town. This is just a tutorial. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, so... I really am in the first one. Let's try this one. Like a new project. Waiting for create new project? Ugh. I already made a project earlier. I already did that part. Well, it's frustrating. But yeah, it's a pre-made town. Eventually I'll figure out how to make my own towns, though. Let's try this again. From the very, very beginning. I'm very frustrated I have to start this all over. Pressing the control key. Center wheel of the mouse. Okay. Understand that now. Click actual size. Oh, okay, cool. We're done with map zooming. Next is an explanation of the map tree on the lower left. Really don't know which of these would be considered. Maybe this will work for a town. Click to put a town. Maybe I chose the wrong one for a town earlier. On the cave tile. Click to put a cave. Did I also not choose the right one for a town? Really don't know which one I was supposed to choose for a town. Right click to load a town map. Load sample map. The heck are you doing, Mark? That's right. Stay down. Sorry about that. Like a normal town. Should be close to the top, right? Normal town. Okay. Load sample map. Where was that cave? Here it is. Next, we'll link each map to the field using events, so they can be entered and exited freely. Click map to edit the field map. Click event. Right click on the town. Creation. Transfer. Click location. Click normal town. Click on the entrance to the town on top. Click OK. Click the normal town from the map tree. See, that's a weird location. Like, fly over here. Why is it pointing here? It's just a random building. What do you think I should do, Kuna? Why is it pointing here? It looks like near the waterway, at the top of a roof. No, I don't, but the dip I'm having does have habaneros in it. That might be the case. Not really. I'm so confused. Oh, I'm sorry, Eddie. I used all of them to make my queso chorizo. Click field map. Right click the cave. Creation transfer. Stone cave. To me, this looks like an entrance. Actually, down here, this is the entrance. Might be Mystic Quest music. Well, this is Alcahest, actually. Oh, it was earlier? Oh, okay. Stone cave. Right, click at the exit of the cave below. Location. Field map. Now we're done placing our transfer events. This is not what the tutorial seemed like it was earlier, but you know, at least things are going smoother now. Now this I know what it is from. Final Fantasy IV. Guess I need to stream Mystic Quest. Now we're done placing our transfer events. Next we will determine the player's initial position. Click normal tile. Right click a tile on the road. A tile. This'll work. Click save project. Sit, click playtest. Oh, did you? Well, thank you. And here we are. With our generic party and everything. Can I go through here? Guess not. Much game, very RPG. I know, right? I made this all myself. Please buy it now for the low price of $39.99. It's a steal. Such a complete game. It's well worth the price. Okay, so I think I've done everything at once. Alright, that's the part 1 tutorial. Or something like Fear and Hunger. I would like to lots of people have made things, of course, like horror games. I would want to make a very, very fantasy style story. We're talking like Record of Lodoss War. Like the more traditional RPG Maker style story. Which I know everyone wants their games to be like Yume Nikki or Omori, but I want to make a fantasy game. No, if you don't mind me checking the channels. I need to check my Discord messages. Julie left me a message. Well, thank you, Floof. Appreciate it. Do you? I need to check out your music sometime. Um... Audio... Let's try this loop. Should just be here. Oh, it's an OGG format too. Alright. Oh, no. Yes. Oui. We can add folders, I see. I mean, I can just delete those, but whatever. Oh yeah, it's probably easier to do in Audacity. Copy protected content? When did that message come up? What the heck? I don't know. How long has that message been up? How long has that message been up? What the heck? Weird. Is it back now? Do not do the thing you should probably do. If you see this message, please do not do the obvious thing. Look, it doesn't even consider copyrighted content. Weird. Really weird. I mean, let's test this out now. Is the music not working? Close. Here, I'll start this over. Because that's working. I mean, you can also just open the file to show it, I don't think it should be. That shouldn't be a problem. Where the heck did I put this? Oh, it's over here. I have to show you my email address. Oh wait, no I don't. Like, Square Enix music is in plenty of games. Yeah, well looped, Floop. That's great. You did a great job. Nice. I should check out your music sometime. Good job on the loop. That's great. There it goes. This is gonna be my last meal of the day. I've had so much cheesed up. At least it has a lot of peppers in it. And also I had some spinach earlier. Tutorial. Event basics. I do. It does. It does have to at least have one big cathedral. One a very, very big cathedral. Oh, excuse me. Now we will start the tutorial. Character and conversation development is done using events. This time we'll create a character event. Click Normal Town. First, let's determine where the character will be placed. The coordinates are shown in the taskbar at the bottom of the screen. We'll be placing a crossroad near the town entrance on 1716. It's not showing up below just yet. Oh, it's here. Okay, 17. Here in front of the obelisk. So, do I have permission to listen to your music on stream, or would that be stealing from you? I would be more than happy to show off your music just to like promote. But if you don't want me to, I understand. Double click on the position. All right, here we are. I see a lot of things with Deltarune and things as a logo. Double click on that position. The event editor will launch. First, let's choose her appearance. Double click image. Simon will pick an adult woman as an example. Actor 1. The rightmost woman. Notice that the priority is changed from below characters to same as characters. Yeah, it's right over here. If the priority is set to below, then it will display under the player. If it's the same, they won't overlap. Let's name the event Villager 1. Event names are not required, but they are useful when making references from other events. In this tutorial, we will give examples, or real examples using names later. Check that the trigger is set to action button. This is the condition required to activate the event. If set to action button, it will activate when the button is pressed. If it's player touch, it will activate when touched. Okay. Now let's set the contents. Double click the first line in contents. Make sure you're on the page 1 tab. Then click show text. Input villager is named. Type hello world. Oh, programming reference. Programming reference. You can check now. Whoa. What's all that? What's the command list? You can check how the text you've input will be shown with preview. Oh my gosh, I'm a programmer. I made it say hello world. There are control characters you can use to change the font size and color of the text. Let's change villager to another color. Change the name to /, let's see, /, or is it /? I forgot which that's called. Yeah. Anyway, these things. Hello? Oh, it's like refers to the main character? And it's replaces with the main character's name. I don't know if I'm gonna remember that. So there you go. N1 is the main character's name. I will try to remember that. That was a lot of, like, stuff to take in. What is the C slash C2 villager slash C? I don't know what these mean. I at least know that N1 is the main character. N placed by the nth actor. I don't see. Okay, I see C over there. Draw the subsequent text in the end color. And the color is 0? I guess I chose color 0? A little confused. Next will show choices. Double click the next empty line after the text. First, we'll open show text once more to write a question. Please get rid of the beasts in the neighboring cave. Show choices. Alright. Now the fields labeled when yes and when no have appeared. You can describe the event for each case within these fields. Have you ever used RPG Maker before, Fliff? We're getting Sansy in here. Oh, buddy, we're gonna have a bad Tim. We're gonna have a bad Tim. I feel the sands crawling on my back right now. Am I gonna be okay? Now, oh, sorry. Ugh. I just swear monkey. Oh, that must have a especially concentrated amount of hot stuff. The sins! It's so painful! Too much love! Too much love! Huh. Now fields labeled when yes and when no have appeared. You can describe the event for each case within these fields. Now for an explanation about balloon icons. These are music notes, hearts, and other symbols that display above the event. This time we'll use them in the place of dialogue. Double-click the line under when yes. Page 2. Show balloon icon. Choose this event for the character. And heart for the balloon icon. Choose this event. What? Thought it was this event. Isn't it a cobweb? I don't see a cobweb. I guess I can just go with this for now. Oh, yeah. The one from, Crazy Town. It was Crazy Town, right? Or is it Lazy Town? You know you can't be lazy. Yeah, it's Lazy Town, not Crazy Town. We're number one. Gotta catch a superhero on the run. Oh. Uh-oh. That needs to be changed and fixed. Let's try that again. The party is exiled, yeah. I could have messed that up, didn't I? Hello, Reed. Please get rid of the beast in the neighboring cave. I'm also guessing you can make custom bubbles. Well, it's part 2 tutorial. I'm gonna try a little of my own fun. Hi, Nakosuni. So can I edit this and make it larger? I'll make a very large overworld. Can you not make it larger than that? Jeez. That's not a very big overworld. I wonder if anyone's tried remaking Chrono Trigger in an RPG Maker. Someone's done something with JavaScript. What is... Really? Why do so many things have to become lost to time like this? I swear the internet really is dead. The internet truly is dead. Yeah, it would be hard, but it would... Well, what kind of game creation engine could you make it in Game Maker Studio? Okay, so maybe in VXAs. It is not loading at all. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, okay, I will re-listen to that after. This is...
Yeah, we'll work on that. We'll work on that.
There, we'll go back to that since I don't necessarily want to hear the commentary as of right now. Sorry. This does not look like Chrono Trigger. I mean, it looks like the same, like, basic concept, but it does not look like it plays the same. Yeah, very much looks like it's made in RPG Maker. To a fault, even. Oh, they're doing this in a Mac, huh? I mean, it's the sort of thing I'd be capable of doing. Doesn't look just like it. It looks like... What on earth? Really? Oh, okay, so it still exists, I guess. I seriously hope people archive most of these things. You have Chrono Trigger at home. I mean, what the person was doing is definitely more advanced than what I can do on that video I was watching, but you know, it's not like a complete remake where it looks like it would play just the same. It looks like they have a Twitter account. I don't know what the Chrono Engine is and how it works. Oh, that looks cool. Look at that. That looks cool. So maybe you can do the battle system. And this looks like Mode 7. That's also cool. Ooh, remaking A Link to the Past would be so cool. I wonder if anyone's done that. I'm guessing that this is the engine. That you are able to walk around in this sort of space for battle? I don't know. Huh. I'll have to take a look at this. But looks like someone's created something of this sort. I should also check the thing for Dragon Quest. There's such a large list of these. I'll like search this Dragon Quest. Please say it's there. Yes, this one. I'm glad there's an archive. Oh, it's a torrent. I hate having to use torrent software, but I'm glad it exists. I wish there was to just download instead of a torrent. Why do I have to rely on a torrent? That sucks. Oh, it does? Oh, that's cool. Let's see if any other of these links work. It'll probably take me a bit to learn how that works. Oh yeah, I can just watch this while it's like that. Nothing is moving? It's certainly not moving. I should probably turn your music off so I can listen to the video. They're probably explaining what's going on. Ooh, Tales of Phantasia's battle system is nice. We got more sandsy types of music going on here. It's not quite the same as Chrono Trigger, but it's definitely getting closer. Yeah, I can see the inspiration. Definitely a lot closer to what's in Chrono Trigger, so it should feasibly be possible. Does this look like Chrono Trigger? Not quite, but it's got the DNA. It's got the DNA. I need to move that to my external hard drive where I have more space though, because my internal very low on space. Also, I would need to learn how to implement that. The Tales of Phantasia system is also quite nice. And worth potentially trying. I saw a screen tearing. With Chrono Trigger battle theme out, I don't know. If I implement this, which might be a bit for an absolute beginner like me, trying to install this and get it working, but if I do, it would be fitting to have a looped version of the battle theme from Chrono Trigger. To know how to build attacks to be very interesting. It would probably help if I was listening to the video. But I want to be respectful to Floof and listen to Floof's music. It's in my history and I can watch it again. It's a much longer video too, so I can definitely like rewatch it. Whoa, look at all that. Is that Java or Ruby? I think they moved from using Ruby to Java, haven't they? Oh, you have? Okay. And come back to that. Okay, let's... Oops. Look at how little space I have. It's obscene. I also have to get to torrenting sometime since I really want to try this, but not a fan of using torrents anymore. I used to use torrents all the time though. Hey, it's Ubuntu. It looks so good. Why is it blocking? I think I can trust RPG Maker. Well, I can watch some of these. Here's some tutorials. Maybe. Let's Lord Floof's music. I don't know if it exists. The one I'm using right now is the most recent, which is MZ. Seems very helpful. Watch a little bit and give commentary.
How's it going, everybody?
See what I can learn.
Driftwood Gaming, and welcome to Learning RPG Maker MZ, the basics. This is a very simplified tutorial series that T, my wife, and I plan to put out on this channel. This is a series sponsored by Dejica. Thank you so much, Dejica, for making this happen. The idea here is to take you from knowing absolutely nothing about making games and take you to a place where you're very comfortable and you can hit that deploy button and put out some games for your friends and maybe even to sell. So this is a complete,
Yeah, that's a long way off, but you know, one
series,
step at a
and
time.
hopefully you stick around and learn some really good information, and hopefully it's helpful to you in some way. So without further ado, thank you for
18-minute
joining me,
video,
and
whoa.
let's get started taking a look at this new, beautiful, delicious looking RPG Maker MZ. It looks great. I've had it for a little while now. Obviously, I haven't been able to say anything about it due to NDAs, but now that that has been lifted, I love RPG Maker MZ. It's an awesome engine, and let me show you why. let's start at the very beginning. You have all of your basic drop-down menus, your file, edit, mode, etc., etc. I'm going to go through each of them individually as quick as I possibly can and give you a description of what they do. Now, I understand you're probably going to know a lot of what I'm about to say, but remember the idea of this series, so we want to not skip any people. I'm going to go very basic in this tutorial, and just bear with me if you're really past this. Then maybe you want to see one of our other tutorials. I promise more advanced tutorials in the future.
We'll
Alongside
see.
these beginner ones. So looking at the file,
We'll
we
see.
can do several things. We can create a new project. If you do create a new project, you give it a name, you give it a title, you select the location you want it to go, you hit OK, it loads all the files into a folder. Obviously, there's a whole lot to cover, so I'm going to try to go through these quickly. Open a file, obviously. If you have a game.rmmz project file from another project, that's the one you're going to target and open. That will open up the actual project. The same thing for closing a project. If you close it, it'll just close the project, so we can open that right back up by opening the game file. You can open from the workshop. So we have Steam Workshop in this, and you can see right here, we can open up other people's projects from the workshop, which is really cool. So if you go to the workshop and you subscribe to other people's content, you can get it and import it into your engine directly. It's got this integrated feature.
Seems
It
like
has
a
it
lot
in
of
MZ
nice
as well.
quality
It's
of
really
life
cool.
features.
Then you
But I
can
can't
also
afford
upload with the
MZ right
workshop. You
now.
can send your
Again, I'm
game
gonna have to
in
wait for a
or you
Steam
can select a
sale.
category, which is game or resources, because maybe you just have like an asset pack, like maybe you just made some icons or some sound effects, but you want to upload it through Steam. You can do that here. Just select that as resources. Or you made a demo you want to upload for other people to use as a sample project. You can do that. Select your set it as a game and select your genre and your flavor, etc. You can upload an image for the Steam Workshop and a description, and other people can subscribe to you through Steam and download the stuff that you put up. So a lot of people don't know about that, but it's there, and it's been in MV for a while. It's really cool. I remember
I should probably learn the basics before going crazy with mods and workshop
Obviously, we have
things.
the deployment. This is the button that we're going to get to at the very end.
Might want to get some assets just to play around with before making my own.
Send it away, and hopefully people open it up and it's not all broken, right? So this
In
is our
terms of the
deployment.
scripting
You
community,
select what
that's a fair
operating
point.
system you want to deploy
So what's
to,
the best
and
in
we're gonna
terms of the
do mobile,
scripting community?
do,
I'm assuming
package
XP.
it, as an APK,
I'm
and
assuming
it's going to
XP
be
is the
basically
best
in
in
a
terms of
www
that.
folder as a web browser, so it still can go.
Which
on
I
the
do
same
have.
thing, right?
I do
We
have
got Windows,
XP.
Mac OS, or web browsers HTML5 using Pixie 5. This is a really cool engine. You can choose options here. You can exclude unused files. Now I know in MV we had some issues with this. I haven't tried it in MZ yet, but in MV we had some issues where it was removing a lot of files that were required for the game to run properly, and that was due to the plugins needing them. And it didn't scrub through your plugins to check what the plugins resources requirements were. So you use this at your own peril, and if you do use it, you might have to go back in and manually add stuff that it removes even though you need them. Moving on to encryption, you can choose to encrypt just your audio or just your images or both, and you can give it a key, and you choose where you want to deploy that to. It'll deploy into a regular folder, which you can then zip and upload to like Google Drive or Dropbox for people to get a download link and to share your game if you don't want to do it through Steam that way. Then obviously the exit button. Moving on to edit, these are all relative. So
I would
you're gonna be able
not
to do
bother
things on
encrypting.
events. So if I
I
highlight
made
one of these
music to
events,
go
the
with my
edit
game.
shows options. I can
Just
cut
let them
this,
enjoy the
I can go over here
music.
and I can paste this. I can also do a find, and this will help you find whatever map events you're looking for. It's really cool that they have a find function that you can search through your events for stuff. So the find is there. Shortcuts are Control C to copy, Control V to paste, and Control F to find. So then we have different modes. This is the same as MV. Of course, one of the modes is very much different. I'm not going to touch too much on it because T is going to be covering a lot of detail on this mapping stuff, but we have the map mode editing tool and the event mode editing tool. The differences you'll see between map and eventing in comparison to MV, from MV to MZ, you're going to see on the left-hand side that we now have an event viewer built in that replaces where we have our tile set viewer, because obviously if we're in the event mode, we're not drawing tiles, so this is free space.
I don't
It's
feel
really,
like
really
I'm
good,
learning a
creative
ton
design
from
to
this
put the event
tutorial
editor
so
in.
far,
And whoever
sadly.
was in charge of this idea, big thumbs up. I like this. The bonuses to this, let
Maybe I
me
should
go
just
to
watch
an
these
example
videos
of
on
why
my
you'd
own
want
time
this. This
as
is a
well.
map where I have a bunch of template events that I've designed for like treasure chests, and when I want to copy paste an elixir, I can just go here and I click on the left hand side and I can see it. Really
smart.
cool addition
It's cool.
to the event mode. If I wanted to take an elixir, I can click on it and it'll tell me where that's at, and then boom, I can control C and I can go to another place and paste it. And
What do
another
y'all
map
think
or
is the
something.
best tools
And this
for
is
like
really
game
cool.
development
Really
aside from
like
just learning to become a
this
programmer?
new addition.
I
Move
know
on to the
Undertale,
draw.
since
All
you
of
made
these,
like
once
Undertale
again, are
remixes,
relative
that
and they're
uses
all
Game Maker
dependent
Studio.
on you being in the
I
map
also know a
mode.
lot of people
So if you're
use
not in
Click
map
Team
mode, then the
Fusion.
draw layer will show nothing, but once you're in the map mode, you'll see that you have these tools: pencil, rectangle, ellipse, flood, fill, and the shadow pen. I'll just quickly go over what they do. So if we created a new map, and we'll go to the draw tool, and let's take obviously the pencil. You're going to be able to draw individual tiles. You can move in, you can zoom out. These are the main tools that you're going to be using. If you want to draw a box, you left click and hold. There you go, you got a box. You can left click and hold to make a circle. I suppose I should undo a little bit so you can see the circle. The ellipse tool, I just call it the circle tool, but it's called the ellipse tool. Then we have the flood fill tool, which is also cool. It'll just fill up everything. And these are pretty self-explanatory. If you want to make a little map, you can do some trees down, like so, and use these different rectangles to, help you speed up your workflow or something, right? Boom, there you go.
Well,
I'm
JavaScript
not
is
gonna go too
certainly
to the mapping 'cause T
more
covered a
well
bunch about the
known
mapping, so
and
let's
supported
move
as
on
a
to the next
programming
thing. We just
language.
talked about the scale. We can
Not
zoom in, we can zoom
nearly
out.
as many
They're also
people know
part of this right
Ruby.
here. So these are these tools.
So it's probably
but
harder
you
to
can do
find
them with
like
Control
resources
plus,
for Ruby,
or Control minus.
I
And we can
presume.
also hit that 1-to-1 to put us back. And then we have the tools. This is a little bit more involved. The tools consist of the database and the plugin manager, as well as other things. We're going to go into the database and plugin manager in just a second. Jumping down, we have Sound Test. This is just a place where you can click on your music and listen to your sounds. And you can go and play some background sounds. You can test your music effects, test your sound effects, etc., etc. You can do this in multiple places, but this is one of the spots that you can get to it. Tools.
Oh wow.
Sound test. It's also
You're
the link right
home.
there. So these tools are also short.
You've been gone forever. Hey. Your roommate is finally back after several days. She's always wondering when she's gonna be back.
Cutted. So these buttons right here represent what's in this drop-down list. So it's whatever you like better. So this is the database, this is the plugin manager, this is the sound test. So it's actually right there as well.
Oh,
So
those
this button
buttons, the
that
sound
shows my
test.
laptop computer with a magnifying glass
Battery
on the
looks
screen
cool.
is your event searcher. To use it, you click on the button and it'll open up this menu, and you can select from different switches or different variables or even event names to search for all of the events in your.
Right, well, got that in my list to watch later. Thank you again, Lord Floof, for the loop. That's pretty cool for now. Congratulations, you've gotten your hands on the newest RPG maker, MZ. With its all new features, it's tempting to just dive right in and start working on your dream game. Right? But do your best to hold off on that right now. Whether you're brand new to RPG Maker or a user who's been around since the old days, taking some time to explore MZ will improve your time playing with it. Here are a few things to do before starting your first big project. Before you start your first MZ project, open up the built-in tutorial. Yeah, I've gotten a little ways through it. Not everyone realizes a tutorial exists since there's so many other attention-grabbing options to look at, like the layers section in the menu bar. But if you look under help, you'll find a wealth of info. It even has a link to the official forum right in the engine. How cool is that? Oh, that's Mystic Quest, alright. If you're new to RPG Maker, this tutorial will give you an engine overview and walk you through making a simple game, from creating your first map to ending the game after defeating the big bad boss. The tutorial will help you jump into game making, even if you've used previous makers. Checking out the tutorial can give you an easy refresher. An easy refresher on certain parts of the engine. If you've forgotten how to make a pushable boulder or an on-screen enemy, there are tutorial sections for that. Spending some time going through the tutorials can get you ready to make your own game. Well, I did a bit of that. After you finish up the built-in tutorial, you've probably already gotten a look at some of MZ's resources. MZ has a mix of fantasy and modern, with a sci-fi twist because we all need more neon in our games. Tiles, sprites, and enemies that can inspire you. So take some time to look through the image folder and see just what you can use in your game. If you prefer to see images during cutscenes instead of during face sets, the pictures folder has you covered with a number of default busts. And eventually I'm going to want to make my own. Also, this is from Final Fantasy VI. Yep. I remember Final Fantasy VI. I played that several times. And with a variety of battlers, from wolves to mecha robots to an evil demon pot, there are so many enemies that can inspire unique attacks and moves in your game's battles. The cigar-smoking gorilla is the best. I can see why someone would think that. Don't let the folders dictate what you use the resources for, though. An enemy graphic can find a home in Pictures folder if you want an NPC to show off what your heroes are meant to be hunting for a bounty. Or a title screen could be used to show off a town before entering. If you've looked through all the resources, then even if you don't use parallaxes in your map, you can still find new and interesting ways to use them to improve your game. Hunt for some of the new features. MZ has some great additions to take your game to the next level, so make sure to check them out before planning your game. If you've ever wanted certain actors to have their own normal attacks, now you can thanks to an addition of the traits list. When the player uses attack, let your wolf companion take a bite out of enemies to give a mage a magic missile instead of having them whack an enemy with their wooden staff. The attack skill trait also works with weapons, so start thinking about all the different ways you could create unique equipment, from giving an electric sword a shocking slash, to creating a heavy club that strikes down a random enemy. If I was training Raid as a normal isekai hero, I'd give him a panic at everything in his default attack. Uh-huh. Front Mission. I need to play Front Mission. The database isn't the only place with new features, though. You've already seen some of those features in MZ's previews. But have you thought about how you can use them in your games? Additions like last used in control variables means it's never been easier to check what item was used last, or which enemy was targeted. Storing that info in variable makes creating some item-related events or attacks simpler, so get ready to make that evented system you've been imagining into a real thing. Maybe I should just try to learn by doing, though. I know they're saying read the tutorials, and yeah, that was helpful, but maybe I should play around next time. Let's see, I managed to get through step 1 and step 2. So I have a total of 17 more. I'll get around to them in the next 20 days. Hopefully. Seriously, this is going to make some invented systems so much easier. Stay tuned. How animations are handled has been changed in MZ. If you missed that announcement, you can read more about that in MZ's first preview. And with Effixer, it's possible to make almost any animation you can imagine. So now is the perfect time to try to make your own. Effixer does take some time to get used to, but it's worth it to learn how to make custom animations to fit your game. It takes less than 2 weeks to learn how to make amazing attacks with it. And how do we know that? Because Driftwood Gaming hosts a contest a few weeks back that changed brand new users to make their own animations with Effixer in 2 weeks. I mean, that does look cool. If an animation like this can be made in a weekend, nothing can stop you from creating the perfect animations for your game. Aside from the fact I don't know how to do stuff like that yet. You really have to be multi-talented to make a video game. Sprite art, animation, music, potentially programming. You gotta be a jack of all trades to make video games, I swear. Try making a short game and have fun. It's a common piece of advice over the RPG Maker forums, but a reminder never hurts. Try to make a short game before working on your dream game. Okay, but also I want the motivation. It doesn't have to be my dream game, but I want to at least express myself a little. You know? I want elements of that. Don't put too much of a damper on me or I won't make anything at all. I think the advice should just try to make something. You may have to curtail your plans a bit back, but, you know, try to do things. Don't get overwhelmed. Just make something and finish it, you know? Yeah, or have friends with skills. I am gonna go for a big game. I'm not gonna finish it, but I'm gonna learn something along the way. And the things I make could be used maybe to make a small game. It's like, I'm telling myself not to make my dream game makes it sound like I'm saying don't have fun and don't chase your fun things that you want to do. I'm gonna say don't let good be the enemy of perfect. That's what I should tell myself. Cause like, yeah. I don't have that sort of thing where I can tell myself, just make a small game. Just do something not fun. And if I do that, I'll just be like, well, I'm not gonna learn this. Who cares? Go big or go home. At least in the process, you learn something. Oh, bye-bye. Are you leaving again? Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll let you know what I find out today.
Are you staying here, or are you, like... Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, see you. Oh, I was talking to my other roommate, Olive. With a new engine, there are always new things to... What was I? Learning how to finish the game. Whatever. I'm not far enough let's not worry about demoralizing myself yet, okay? Telling myself this is just gonna make me quit. With a new engine, there are always new things to learn. And if you jump right into making your dream a game, you may end up having to go back and remake everything. That's okay. That's okay. If I tell myself I want to make some small junk that's not fun, I'm not even gonna bother learning. So let's not even worry about any of this right now. This advice is not helpful for me. Before making a game where your heroes save the world, why not make a smaller one where they just have to save a princess royal puppy trapped in a tower? Look, this is... Oh, I missed a yeehaw, sorry. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Was that good? Sorry about that. Don't forget the most important rule. Have fun. There we go. There we go. That sounds better than, like, don't do big. Do small. You may want to put a character you want in the game, but that's too ambitious. Make sure it's not fun. Game making can be stressful, but make sure you're enjoying your time with MZ. Take breaks. Reward yourself with your favorite task after finishing something challenging. And ask for help when you need it. RPG Maker MZ is a new engine. And it even shares some similarities with previous makers. And even if it shares some similarities with previous makers, it's important to know just what has changed. Taking some time to explore and learn about MZ's features now will save you time later on. Future you will thank you. Once you've introduced yourself to MZ, what do you plan to do with it first? I don't know. I want some characters and some cool looking locations first. I love Seiken Densetsu 3. What is that? Oh, NES music. Alright, well there's that. So I got in the email was that in that tutorial series. I'm not sure that I learned that much, but let's see what I can do with this. Let's make it bigger. Really? It's not even that big, or maybe it just... Oh, okay, that's why. I can just change that location later. Let's try Phil. Free theming. What do you mean by free theming? Right, so what I should actually do is make this ocean. And then all this stuff. I need to make continents and things. I've got limits of what I can do in terms of the world map. Oh, sorry. A good way I've thought about to make a small game is to have the setting be a town with a dungeon in the well. That puts a hard limit on the scope while allowing you to expand later. That's fine. Sorry. Thing is, I like the Tolkien method of creating, like, big worlds and things. Can always just, like, curl it back. My apologies, Sleuth. Right, so... gonna sort of kinda... make things vaguely based off the real world and then just continually modify things to to be personalized. Like, we can make the USA a little more interesting, you know? Also, we should probably leave some space, so... Oops, didn't mean to do that. So, that's like nooks and crannies of like, is this snow or cloud? That's cloud. That's just a bit too much strife for me. I'm so bad. So sort of Antarctica. Except it'll need to be like... How do you make a flat Earth is the thing? It needs to be able to loop around. There's gonna be bits of patches of ice. Again, it's only very loosely. I'm gonna make more and more modifications. Maybe I should, like, rein this in a little. Because, does this loop? This road map, does it loop? There's actually an ice wall circling the world. You know what? Can you find one of those for me? Also, I need to consider whether it's like... Again, it's not going to be one-to-one. I'm not going to be like, this is definitely Brazil. Like, it's going to be more removed from the real world as a theorist slash, you know, Eurasia and whatnot. It's gonna be different. It's just like, it'll give me a basis for my brain to think. And then I can just make changes. I mean, even in Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth is basically Europe. But yeah, do you have anything like that? You found something, heck yeah. Got like 30 more minutes and Julia needs the computer. Huh? Oh, you can set it to loop or not loop. Might be better for it to not loop, I don't know. The Scorched Waste? What the hell is this? This is what flat earthers believe in? This is nuts! The hell? It's unfortunately not as useful. And it doesn't, like, loop around very well. Jesus, look at that. Is Antarctica really that big? Surely not. And that's the North Pole. I mean, no, it's not, because, you know, this is the smaller portion of the planet. This is a smaller portion of the planet because it's at the bottom. It's just at the bottom here. It is still really big, though. That's still really big. That's bigger than Australia. I'm guessing Antarctica is like... it might be similar to the concept of Eurasia. It's more like Europe. Yeah, I'm not saying it's Earth, I'm saying it was based on Europe. I just said that. That's what I said, Floof. What the hell? But yeah, Antarctica is big, but it shouldn't be this big. Like, that shows it really, really large, but if anything, it should be maybe around the size of Russia? Of one Antarctica. But yeah, Middle Earth is supposed to be Europe, not the whole planet. You've still got Valinor to the east. So really big on those maps, but... I'm guessing it's around the size of Russia. Like, look at how big Russia is over here. And let's consider the fact the Earth is round. This is gonna be a stupid question, but how big is Antarctica? The 5th largest continent, so yeah, it's not as big as it shows in that one map. About 40% larger than Europe. Question is, where do they say... where are they counting where Asia begins? Oh, that makes it look huge. Maybe something of perspective, though. Well, there we go. When global warming destroys most of the world, we're all gonna have to go live in Antarctica. Okay, that's a good comparison. So it's a bit larger than the United States. That's a good comparison. The question is... I don't know if I want to go for that flat Earth map. That's bizarre. The walls of Asgard? Wait, flat earthers believe in Norse mythology? Heck yeah, look, it's Atlantis. What am I even looking at? The heck is this? I mean, that would be cool if it was real. Right, let's all listen a bit. It's gonna need to be pretty large is the thing. I might actually want to just like wipe the map. And I've got, yeah, like 30 minutes left. Then I'm gonna have to end stream. I'm actually gonna start with the Antarctica. So... Trying to wrap my brain around a flat map that would loop. And maybe it shouldn't loop. But it would be kinda nice if it did. Oh, this hurts my brain. What if I just surround the map in icy areas? Making it seem uninhabitable. I like that idea. See, again, I'm way too go big or go home. I don't have any small ideas. I'm like, well, this has to be perfect. Otherwise, it's just wrong. What is this? Thing is, putting a globe as a flat surface is tough. Now this might be more logical. I could also make the original world map have multiples. One for each continent. That way I can focus on one continent at a time. Let me rename this. World map. I like that this one is based on the equator. I like this one. This one's based on the equator. Because right here you've got the equator. Very smart. I like that. Pseudo open world. Outward from the starting area. Yeah, maybe. I do like my classic games with one though. There's always gonna be issues trying to represent a sphere as a and it's like, what? What? No. Okay, this'll work for now. I think I'll potentially go with this. Oops, wrong one. I'll still leave that there for now. But then I'll want to, like, match this up. Snowfield. Yeah. Map editor and just turned it into a world. Yeah, perhaps. To place them on. That might be the best philosophy. In all honesty. And this does not have to be exact, because again, I'm not just making the planet Earth. I'm using it as inspiration. Where is the fill tool? Here you are. I'm gonna loop so I can, like, get a better idea of when things don't add up. We'll undo. Again, just an idea of things is fine. It does not have to match. I know, a science theme is so good. Oh wait, shoot. Let's have a do-over. I forgot how small this was gonna be. I can't zoom out any further. Alright, let me make sure I get this right. Before I herp and I derp some more. Right, all the way down. Let's not make the same mistake again. So this needs to be concurrent with whatever goes on top, otherwise it's not going to loop very well. But again, it doesn't have to loop. But in case I want to do that in the future. This will be the world map. And I will focus on each continent being its own little map. So once you go to the continent, it will bring you to a smaller map. And I need to make sure it doesn't have to be perfect, I can just keep editing this. As long as it's... What can I say? I'm enjoying my map making. Frustrating as it can be. But yeah, starting small is probably more logical. What the hell? What is this? It's a black hole! It's a black hole! Hexdeath, what have you done? Okay, that might be too large. I'll go ahead and, like, re-listen a little. Could also, like, add some, like, a more island-like. But that's already, like, a huge portion of the map. Because I underestimated how tall it is. It's okay. That can work. I can just get rid of this. It would be nice to make like some broken up islands and stuff though. I'm telling ya. I am all kinds of fucked in the head when it comes to doing this with my brain. Because this is a smaller thing. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but... Oh, I love Chrono Trigger so much. I'm gonna make America slightly less boring shaped. But for now, it's gonna be extremely boring. Because I don't know what else to do. Huh. What's a cool shape? A giant ocean in the center. From like a meteor strike. There'll be an abyss in there. Like made in the abyss style. Some islands. Again, I can modify them to my needs later. I'm just having fun with map making, but yes, I should start small and grow larger instead of creating a world map first. But also, this is fun. This is fun. There we go, that's America. See, I told you I can do things different. Then I'm also gonna modify things. This is, again, just like a rough idea of what I'm going to modify and alter. So we're gonna go with Africa. I think that's much more interesting than our America. Like, what if big kaboom from a meteorite here? Insane impact. Got hit by a moon. I might actually be underestimating a moon impact. I see how they like fit together. Like, Brazil, and Africa. You can see where they fit together for Pangea or Pangaea. And I'll make Africa a bit different, but it could always have been broken off. Wah! Wrong button. I'll make... There are more islands. I should also make more islands for our pseudo-Caribbean around here. And I can add more places. Wouldn't the real world be interesting if there was more islands? Secret of Evermore. I need to play some Secret of Evermore. I need to stream more JRPGs. I should also stream Terranigma sometime. No disrespect to Africa, I just thought it would be interesting if there was a series of islands down here. Again, I'm trying to base things very loosely. Also, Eurasia is gonna have to be condensed anyway, because I screwed it up a little. And I guess, since I made that go so far out, that Asia and Europe are gonna have to be a little closer together. Or, sorry, Asian Europe. I meant American Europe. It would be easier to represent them if it was more North Pole style, just being like a group of islands. Yeah, there is that part of Africa that's like fucking right. There's like Madagascar and such. I'm guessing that, oops, where am I? I guess I'm adding islands between Asia and America. Since this is different, it's like, what if? I'm like, what if America put a giant hole, whoops, down here. It's not showing the cursor for some reason, but like, what if a giant hole? What if Africa was more islands? Like Japan style. Maybe I'll make that like the area where elves are from. Again, very, very loosely based. Just because it's a place to start. Hey, Abyssal. Right, so... Probably gonna blend African Europe together to some degree. Because again, doesn't have to be exactly the same. Can play with concepts. Just want an alien planet with some feasible connections to a lot of what we think. Then I guess that thing will be the Eurasian landmass. Again, I can also make some modifications. This isn't gonna be Eurasia. It's gonna be fantasy whatever world. Just like in a Final Fantasy game. Ice, Thunder Elves? I mean, we could have multiple different kinds of elves from multiple different places. So in order to make this just easier on myself, I'm not going to make all of the ice just one big landmass towards this center, unless I want to change things later. I'm just gonna like break things apart. Broken ice, islands and things. The South Pole is going to be more similar to the North Pole now. This way you don't have to stress out as much. Cultures, religions, yeah. Rice and a piece of paper and not make that your land. It could be done. To use the Asgard generator? Link me to the Asgard generator. And yes, I need to consider how geography would affect cultures. That does make sense. I don't want it to just be a copy of our Earth. But I did take inspiration just to make things easier on myself. Okay. We've got several land masses. Seems somewhat feasible. Oh. Is it just like randomized? Is this just randomized? What the heck is this? What am I looking at? Let's land. Does it say that you had just perimeters? Huh. How? It does. It says the Kingdom of Klitland. Welcome to the Kingdom of Klitland. Hell yeah. Should I make Klitland official? Should I officialize Klitland? Real world maps, really? It isn't tough to be a real world map. I just was taking the lazy. Oh, I love this track. Bum, 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 bum. I like Secret of Mana. Bum 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 bum. Redraw what it gives you. That's cool. How do you redraw it? Freaking great song. How do you redraw it even? This is cool. Can you link this in the Discord? Huh. This looks advanced. I might want to change this a bit. Somewhat. It's almost like the Lake of Michigan, but instead it's in Europe. What if Lake Baikal was super massive? I got our fantasy Russia.
Nice!
Separated by a body of water. Oh my gosh, Kyle, hey! So along here is like the equator. In fact... Undo. Keep forgetting to do that. Drops link in general. Okay, thank you. a big volcanic area over here. And then add a bunch of like mountains and things. Kyle? Oh, okay. See you. Oh, it's 6 o'clock. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to end. It's past 6. And I lost track of time. Is it bad that the most fun I've had with this so far is just making this map? Is just making this map that I'm gonna totally mess with. And do all sorts of things to change. Well, I think it does still need work, and I'm sure it's gonna go through a lot more changes as necessary. There's like the alpha, the pre-alpha version of this world map. I think that once you like set foot in like these areas, it will like change maps to like a bigger continental map or a bigger island map as necessary. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. But yeah, Julia needs the computer. She didn't come downstairs to remind me, but it's my fault for forgetting. Now I'm going to like hone in on several areas. I forgot to finish this. I can't believe this. Alright, it's 6 o'clock. Julia said she wanted the computer at 6. I am 8 minutes late. It was fun messing around, especially making that map. Alright. Bye. Mwah. Mwah.